Hello and welcome. It's Thursday the 8th of May, 12:46. I got a new video for you. It's going to be the Sketch Club, so welcome. This video we're just going to go through some sort of guided techniques for sketching for you to follow along with is the aim. For me it's just getting practice in this sort of teaching environment. So I'm going to try my best to teach. That's the plan anyway. So we'll get into it. To start off with, it would help if I had my drawing stuff. Too busy doing all this other work. So I think I'm going to grab a pencil. Cool. And I want to swap over to this frame. Alright. So all you'll need is some paper, pencil, any real pen, pencil, whatever you like. What we'll do is sharpen my pencil first. So to start off with, you just want to kind of get into a good position. And if you're not ready, you should probably pause the video. Get into a good position, somewhere where you can see the video. Have your paper, pencil, an eraser if you like, and yeah, we'll get started. So you want to ideally be sitting with a good posture, good positioning. When drawing, it can cause a lot of fatigue if you're hunched over or not in a good position, and you just don't want to cause any unnecessary strain. So that's the first thing. Alright, you want to sit up in your chair, relax your shoulders, stretch them out if you like, your neck. Just try to relax as much as you can. I'm doing little neck twirls. It's just trying to relax, drop your shoulders and find somewhere comfortable. And then what we're going to do, bear with me one moment. So we're going to take a deep breath in for 5 seconds, then slowly breathe out for another 5 seconds. And we're going to do that a few times. Okay? So we go in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time. Okay, just double check. You're still in a good comfy position, no strain on your neck, shoulders, back. Alright, now I want you to pick up your pencil and just find somewhere that feels comfy. That's all. Depends, it'll change. This is a little bit shorter than what yours might be, but just get comfy. Comfy grip. And finally, a little optional step at the end here. You can write down or say aloud or think even one thing that you're grateful for right now. Could be anything. Don't have to pick anything. I'm sure there's something. Me, I'm grateful for this. I don't know, the opportunity is probably a good way of putting it, to make this video today. Very grateful, and I'm excited as well. So let's get started. Now we're going to start with some drawing inspired by music. Okay, so very simply, you can play along with the music I'm playing in this video, or you can pick your own song. It can be anything you like. Your favorite song, calm, something crazy. And then we're going to start by picking anywhere on the page. You know, you can play around with it over here, for example. And then we want to kind of play with the music and some lines. Just find some, can be big or small, and just go along with the music. You don't have to do it in time, just how it feels. If it feels more like a squiggly line, go for it. But I'm going to shut up for a few moments, and we're gonna just play around with this for a little bit. Try to remember to think less and just feel through the lines more. Let the music flow through. Alright, let's go. Something as simple as that. Now, you can keep going if you like with that. If you want to pause the video, keep playing around with the music. I might just keep going with that for a little bit. I like this song. Remember, try to feel, not think. Don't need your thinking brain right now. You can tell it to take a break. We're gonna have some fun. And just let the rhythm guide the lines. You can do harder lines. Some nice soft ones. Something in the middle. Remember to Take a nice slow 5-second inhale. If you're starting to feel that thinking brain kick in and say, oh, I should be doing this, or I should do this, or this doesn't look the way I want it. It looks exactly the way we want it to look. And it's not about being an artist right now or not being an artist right now. It's just about letting the music guide your hand and letting go. I'm happy. Enjoyed that. So that was the music section. That's as simple as it is. Now, once you're done, you can think about coming back. You know, you can even take a proper break, leave this where it is and come back, and you know, maybe you want to start filling in something here. We got a bit of a triangle going. Alright, get some colour in there, come back with the colour later. And if you're still not happy with it, you can always come back, play some different music, and go again. And just practice letting the music guide them. Every little line. The smallest lines you can imagine. The biggest lines you can imagine. Now, we're going to move on. So, I'm using a fresh page. You do not have to, but just for the purposes of this video, I'm moving on to another page. Now, I want to ask you a question. Can a line suggest an idea, an emotion, or a movement? Do you think that a certain type of line can maybe suggest something that you feel? A loud line, a quiet line, dancing line, happy line, an angry line. Just think about that for a second. Now, if you're feeling something at the moment, I want you to write that down. Now, I'm feeling two things. Two big things right now. Happy and nervous. And those are completely okay things to feel, especially when you're filming a video. But what kind of lines would a happy line be, right? If you think happy, you might think something like the smile on a smiley face, right? Or you might think something that's structured, right? Clean, happy, maybe. You might think something completely different, and that's okay. So now, let's say for me, with nervous, I might think this is a nervous line. I just want you to film whatever page, or if you've got a little section from the last drawing, I want you to fill the rest of that section with this line. Whether it's happy, sad, tired, nervous, angry, feeling, any emotion, anything you like. I just want you to take your time filling it out any way you like. While you're doing that, I want you to just keep thinking about why this line feels that way. Is there a connection? Is it just what you felt? Maybe something happened and you can't explain it. It just felt like the right line to do. There is no wrong answer. Just keep filling out whatever section you've got, as big or as small or however you like. Think about that word. If you're like me, you probably got distracted. Probably started doing something else. That's okay as well. Give you some time to finish up. Don't rush. If you're done already, that's awesome. We're going to move on now. Now, let's think landscapes. When you think landscapes, it's the first thing that comes to mind. For me, it's a toss-up between a nice beach with some rolling hills, maybe some trees, blue sky, and maybe just a normal sort of Windows Windows background landscape. Just rolling hills by themselves. So if you don't have anything in your head, that's okay. Give you some time to find a view, a landscape, or think of something, or maybe have a look on your phone. And what we're going to do is we're going to keep it super simple. Alright. So, let's say we've got a bit of a outback landscape, right? And then we've got some trees. Now, we're going to keep everything super duper simple. Alright, we want to keep it so simple. Now I just realized this thing has been on. I'm very sorry. That's not very helpful when you can't actually see anything, but we'll keep going. So, you want to keep it super simple. Now, a little trick we can use is darker lines for the objects that are closer to you. So that'd be from this side. And then lighter for the ones that are further away, right? So I want to go off that basic principle, using basic shapes to just start filling in this landscape, right? Super light trees. You want to play around with your group a little bit. If you want those lighter lines. A little bit more over here. Super duper light. And then let's say this hill's nice and close, right? I'm just gonna keep it super duper simple. Maybe we're gonna do a little cottage, right? So I keep it super duper simple. Let's say the cottage lies right here. Right. Maybe it's a log cabin, right? It's super simple lines. Just super simple shapes. Right? Literally as simple as that. Okay? Now we want to practice these far trees, super light. Super duper light. And remember, this isn't a finished product, this is just the beginning. And we can start to do some little details on the closer ones. Maybe we're gonna fix up this door. Gonna imagine there's some logs here. And it's got a little roof there. You don't have to go to this detail, you can just keep filling in trees if you like. Right. We got a little river down here, or a pond maybe, let's go pond. And as we come up, the pond's gonna go maybe through here. Let's do a bridge with a rectangle, keep it super simple. Maybe the another arm, or what are they called? Run of a creek. And then we'll put some more hills here, right? Some more hills there. So now we're getting something that's coming together, and we're keeping it very simple, very basic, right? Just remember, things that are closer, we're going to make a lot darker. And you can fix little details up as you go, just keep it nice and light. Oh, excuse me. Keep it nice and light, as in not hard, not breaking the pencil. Do a little bit of shading. from here, might add a little bit of an ocean, maybe. Just through here. And what I might do is I might come back to this in a separate video after this, and we can play around with this bit a little bit more. So give you a little bit more time now to finish up. Hopefully having some fun with some of the details. Fun start. Alright, let's just do a quick posture check. See how our grip's holding up. See how our shoulders, neck and back are feeling. Do a little stretch. Alright. Now, what's next? Simple landscape, done. Done the music, done the emotional lines. Not in that order. So we have some silhouettes next, alright? Now this will be our last one. Find some fresh paper. Now, if you can, I want you to imagine yourself right here and just draw the outline. Alright, can be however you like, you know, keep it simple. I might try and do that again. Actually, we want a whole silhouette, so I'm gonna go again, and I'll just do it in one line. I'll just do a basic. That'll do. That's all we need. Now, the silhouette, we want to draw an outline of yourself. Alright, you can pick an image if you'd like. You can do it like I've done it. You can do it however you like, really. Now, what I'd like to put is some nice words inside of my silhouette. Doesn't have to be nice words, really. It could be any words. Maybe words that you're feeling right now, what you're thinking about, maybe some your favorite themes, whatever it may be. And then after that, we're gonna take some time to fill the outside of the silhouette with some lines and shapes that describe those emotions. Okay? So let's get into that now. Let's start filling our silhouettes in. Maybe you can put as many words as you like in there. Okay. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna fill it as much as you like. And then we're gonna take all those words with as many of those things as you filled it with. And we're gonna start doing stuff on the outside that describes those things. But the things on the outside are gonna be lines, right? So let's go with joy. Joy. I reckon that's my joy. You can do one line for joy. This might be your joy line. Any of these. You can try a few different joy lines if you like. Let's do the love line. What would a love line look like to me? Maybe nice soft, like a brush almost, you know, like a stroke, brush stroke. Maybe something like this. Only you can decide what that line might look like to you. There's no right or wrong answers. What's next? Hungry? Hungry is something rough and hard, I reckon, because it disrupts me a lot. It disrupts me heaps. What else have I got in there? Happy. Happy takes up a bit of space in me. Okay. That can be happy. Or what else have we got? Tired. Tired. Sore. Sore's a good one. I like sore. Sore means you've done some work. You just gotta recover. It's your body telling you it's time to rest. That's what we're on the joy, silly. I'm gonna close my eyes and let silly go crazy with it. There we go. Now, that was the Sketchbook. So we covered the basics: posture, positioning, grip, breathing, in and out, and the optional gratitude, of course. I'm going to take another opportunity to practice that one again. Grateful that I did this video. Grateful for the time in my life. Although challenging, there's always a positive opportunity, and this is part of that. So that's something there. Whether that makes sense or not, it's okay. And we covered the music, alright, which I love. I love drawing to music. That's my favorite way of doing drawing, really. Followed by that, it was emotional lines. What? An angry line, happy line, sad line. how they look to you. It's okay if it changes and it was 100 different lines. That's awesome still. Followed by landscapes, which I will definitely come back and do another video on because that was a lot of fun. That's probably my favourite. And then finally silhouettes, which was a pretty interesting one to end on. So, I want to thank you for joining me on this and done an awesome thing today by engaging with this and getting yourself here and doing it. So you should be very proud of yourself. I'm proud of you. Thank you for watching this video. I'm going to quickly swap it over. Thank you very much if you did enjoy it, and if you found it at all useful, I'd love to hear about it. Yeah, I might keep playing around with these kinds of videos and seeing how I go. Part of something that I'm working on that I really want to get, I don't know, I guess engaged with in my life and have it as a routine almost. So yeah, thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace and love.